I don't know. Okay, latency might be an issue, but as long as people can hear me, that's really all that matters.
Holy
Um,
shit.
yeah, cheers, mate. Gonna
Anytime.
quickly check the levels just to make sure everything's okay.
Holy shit.
Okay, cool. That works. Um, right. I'm gonna quickly get this stream. I think the camera is super out of sync, but like people can still hear me, so that's really all that matters. Um, for people who don't know, I'm trying like a wee um thingy where I have my phone recording stuff instead. But it's not really working, so expect this is the last time that you will see this work. However, hello everyone. Hope you're all doing fantastic. I'm joined here today by Mr. Lugdini. How are you doing, mate?
Not bad, you, mate.
Doing absolutely lovely. I've just realised my WhatsApp is still open, so I'm gonna fucking close that. Um, where is that? Okay, apparently I can't find it. All good. Okay. So I'm just gonna plug the stream in here.
I think your webcam's lagging quite a bit.
That's what I said. That's what I said. It's
Alright,
lagging,
cool.
but I'm in the process of getting that fixed right now. So
Cool.
once we get that sorted, we will begin with the fantastic. Tell you what, while we're waiting, what I can do is this. Does that work? Yes, it does. We'll mute the music in the meantime, and we'll get people to just wait in the meantime. Hello, everybody. How are we all doing today? We are here once again for a very, very random stream, a very unofficial stream of sorts. However, we figured me and Dini, we thought, why not? Why not make a stream for the people? Why not make a stream for the fans? Why not make a stream for the
The
people
true
that
fans.
exactly for the true fans, for the people who want to sit and discuss what we're going to be seeing in season 4. Now, for people who think there's going to be some livery reveals, unfortunately, today is not the day for that, but that will come soon. Don't worry, in a very, very similar format to this, it will come soon. So I'm gonna quickly get the amazing presentation we've got done up for you guys today. But in the meantime, Dini, why don't you introduce yourself?
Hello.
Assume we may have viewers who don't know who you are.
Well,
Tell them
if
about your
you're
accolades and tell them about the things you've
well, if
achieved.
thank you. Yes, if you're not familiar with me, my name is Jairzinho Fernandinho, aka Luckdini, aka many other things. I've been in this space for a number of years now, and I can safely say I've never been this excited for a season. As far as season 3 row goes, yes. So I'm much looking forward to the following 20 minutes of our lives.
Absolutely, absolutely. I am as excited as you are. Um, let's get straight into it. Let's not waste too much time because I'm sure we've got everyone here eager to see what teams get accepted. Now, for some reason, in the team applications, we had a record number of about 15 entrants, which was pretty insane. So many people who decided to enter. We did also have teams that decided not to enter for Season 3, notably Blue Ridge Racing and Sony GP, which came first and second in the Constructors, which means that the gap has opened and a new what's it called, victor is ready to take place. You know, a new person is ready to can take domination of AFO. Ideally not. I'd like to see a lot of competition between all the teams, but you know, in the last couple of years we've seen domination tends to be a trend that follows quite quickly. But yeah, are you excited, Dini, to see these teams?
As excited as a little bit.
Absolutely. Let's now let's see if we can. I mean, let's have a quick look at some of the messages. First of all, we've got a lot of people in the chats. We've got let's quickly go. We've got Cash Money 65, Afro League, James Knox, YT, FRTFK, Cap Films GP, more James Knox. We've got Groom the Engineer. Love to know who that is. Petar
Me.
Plencic is in the chats. We've got we've got Murat Goodman. We've got a lot of people. We've got Isaac Ahmed. I was waiting for that
Oh,
name. We
mate.
had to wait. We had to wait for Isaac Ahmed to come before we started the stream. Because for some reason he's here absolutely all the time. But yeah, team selection's officially taking place. They have all been taken into account. And at the end of the day, 15 teams have entered the applications. Only 11 will make it out today. So, the way I've organized it is I've got the teams starting from bottom to top in terms of who I think will take some time to find their footing in season 4, alongside with who I think is going to be hitting the ground from the ground up immediately. So, without further ado, let's get straight into it. I'm going to transition into the beautiful, beautiful little arrangement I've got here for you guys, and that is the AFO team draw. Oh, wait, I've just gone a slide already. Let's bring the fucking origami bird back. And let's get this show on the road. I need to figure out first of all display. Oh yes, of course. Let me get this desktop camera in here. Okay, cool. Now that's done. Nice. So now you guys get to see me. Isn't that great? Okay. Right, so shall we get started? Jairzinho Fernandinho. Let's minimize this so I get a bit of a ring light on me. And yeah, let's go straight into it. Got some beautiful transitions picked by yours truly. So let's get started with Team 11. Team 11, I think these guys are they're gonna take some time to hit the ground running, but they're definitely a force to be reckoned with. You don't wanna put them away too soon. So, let's get it. Are you ready? Are you ready, Dini? Are you ready?
I'm watching the stream. I'm quite behind, but I'm ready.
beautiful. Well, that is just the love of low latency. We love to see it. Sorry, that's low. That's pretty high fucking latency. But we'll go for it. Okay, team 11 is they are British and German. I think they have an OVR of about 71, and their logo looks a little bit like this. That's his right. It is going to be the one and only SkyClan BMW will be accepted
Woo!
as the first team into the season. Now, the reason they are currently in this position is because I think they're going to be struggling quite a bit. Dini, any thoughts before I go into my lovely analysis?
Well, it was definitely a struggle last season for SkyClan. It was nothing but struggle. Team owner Frederick Nichols got banned a few times. And they've had their ups and downs, but I reckon we could see a good season here from SkyClan.
Yeah, absolutely. They have taken on board Noah Sparks, and they will also be taking on, hopefully, Frederick Nichols back again, who has promised that he will be taking a lot more cleaner precautions in his driving standards. A lot of the drivers are a little worried of Frederick Nichols. The name usually strikes fear, and not for the reasons you would expect. However, he has put a lot of efforts in the off-season to making sure he can drive this car with no issues, and hopefully without any hardware issues. He should be able to be a clean driver and hopefully a formidable driver as the season progresses. But as now, for the time being, they currently sit in the bottom standings of 11th. I want to see what the chat is thinking. We're seeing a lot of Cristiano. I don't know what.
It's a pack openings, that's why.
Yeah, it's pack openings. It is pack openings. This was Dini's idea, so if you are a fan,
Thank you.
You gotta thank the man behind the screen. But let's get into the next one. Team 10. Team 10. All right. Team 10. I want to see your predictions, guys. Who do you think Team 10 is going to be? First of all, who is it going to be? That's going to be accepted. And second of all, who do you think comes after SkyClan? I want to see that chat blowing up. I want to see people throwing their predictions in there. What are we going to be seeing? I know I have to wait like a good 10 seconds until I start getting the predictions, but Dini, who do you think it could be?
Well, I definitely think if we're going in overall order here, I think we could see a little bit of Dark Star, maybe.
Ooh,
We could
okay.
see a little bit of... I don't actually know who we had last season.
Okay.
I forgot.
I don't think Murat Goodman understands exactly the question I've asked there. He's saying
No.
Aaron's coming next.
Meanwhile, we want to be up, not down.
We're seeing a bit of Banked. We're seeing a bit of Ben 10. A lot of
Have the
Aaron.
powerhouse.
KDR. Aaron. Okay, well, let's see. Let's go through the pack opening. We're opening the next pack. And for this pack, it's going to be an OVR of 77. I don't know where the flag's gone. I think I've deleted it. I'm terribly sorry. 77 OVR. Oh, there's the flag. It's Scottish. It's a Scottish team. Who could it possibly be? Their logo looks a bit like this. And they are, if you haven't guessed it already, the Canberra Powerhouse Esports team. Yes, I have put my team literally after SkyClan. Dini, any thoughts before you hop into this one?
Yeah, not much to say. A bit of an up and down season for Canberra last season, but I do think it's back on track this season, 100%.
Hopefully, I hope that I'm being a bit too harsh with my own team here, but unfortunately, we just didn't get on top of the driver market. However, hopefully, we've got a lot of rumours that Mackenzie Thompson might be getting back in the car this season, along with the boy from Liverpool, Alex Quanseh, who dropped an amazing performance in Abu Dhabi at the end of season 3 to bag home some points that allowed Canberra to finish ahead of SkyClan. However, they finished 9th, which was a very, very, very lackluster season from when they finished 4th in Season 2 and they finished 1st in Season 1. So they'll be hoping to get back on top of things, but yeah, it's definitely a very, very it's a very up and down season, and unfortunately, they don't get things clicking. They could be towards the back of the field. Now, let's see. Let's see about the chats. After a league is surprised that I've let my own team in. Mate, come on, get with the times. It is heritage to have Canberra in the competition. Corruption, lovely. That's not my logo. We only won season 1 because we were good. I think that's how it works. Don't forget WTCS. I won't forget WTCS. It's at 5 p.m. Okay, allow it. Now, let's get into the next one. Team 9. Now, I've genuinely forgot the order of the teams I've put in. I made this yesterday, and I've already forgot. So that's good. We're coming in with a bit of a surprise. So I'm feeling it. So let's get into this one. Are you ready, Dini? Are you ready, chat?
I'm so ready.
Okay, beautiful. let's get into this one. Team 9 is an OVR 80, so a little bit up from Camber, but still got a bit to work on. It is an Austrian outfit, and their logo looks a bit like this. It's a V with an F. That is right. It is Vienna Racing. So, Vienna Racing, the first new team to be added into the AFO grid this season, had a lot of promise in their proposal. I think Elliot Vega was Elliot Vega's a bit of a Genghis Khan in AFO. He's dropped his seed in at least 3 teams this season, if I'm not mistaken. And Vienna Racing's definitely one of them. I think Elliot Vega will be in the driving seat for this one. And while Elliot Vega can be a bit of a driver that takes a bit of time to get on the pace, he's definitely a very clean driver. So I think and very, very frequently attending. So I think he's going to be allowing the team to get some good points here and there when it matters. And obviously it is Samuel Gomez's team that hails from Austria. So Samuel Gomez, former Vegasport driver, took a sabbatical after seeing how the standards were in the league, but has came back with a team entry now. So let's see how he does. Dini, any thoughts?
Reciprocate exactly what you said. Samuel Gomez returns with a bit of a surprise entry to the team signups, but it looks very promising.
Absolutely. So I'm excited to see what Samuel Gomez does. I'm not entirely sure what drivers he's electing for. I do know Elliot Vega is possibly one of them. But yeah, keep an eye on the driver market for updates there. Small plug, if anyone is interested, make sure to join the Discord. That is where you'll get all the information on AFO, anything to do with AFO. That's where you get to hear lovely takes from myself and Dini in live time. So yeah, but let's move on to team number 8. Now, again, like I mentioned, I've already forgot what the list is. But any guesses, Dini? Any thoughts?
We're looking at about position 8 or 9 here. It's definitely gonna be a surprise team. New entry, I reckon.
New entry, lovely. I'm thinking something along the lines of that as well. So, let's look quickly. A quick read of the chat. Some real life race updates. Don't insult my boy Elliot. Did I? I don't don't remember. Let's see. Some people saying Sony GP, Red Bull. Don't think that's happening, mate. Banked. I'm gonna win for Joãozinho. So Murat's not real, bro. Right, okay. Well, let's get into Team 8. Team 8 hails. Oh, they don't hail from anywhere. They are also OVR 80, so tied on expectation. Same expectation as Vienna. They hail from the beautiful United States of America. Their logo looks a little something like this. That's a 1. It's giving me SRT vibes. And of course, it's run by an SRT driver. It's Banked racing team run by Cash Aiello. So that's a little bit of an analysis from myself. Cash, obviously, a few appearances in season 3. Didn't like the car, so had to make an early sabbatical. But in the background, has been cooking up this team proposal and has been ready to start his entry into AFO as a team owner and maybe also a driver if he likes the car. He said that if he is accepted, he has 2 drivers and reserves ready, and he is ready for all challenges to come. So definitely a lot of promise in this entry, and therefore compelled me to give the call up. Dini, any thoughts?
Well, it's another team seeded by Elliot Vega, and we've had 2 of those so far. But there's a good bit of promise, as I say with every team. We always got to have a promise at the start of the season, but there is a real bit of promise here in this team.
Absolutely, definitely a lot of promise. Obviously, they're one of the teams, maybe to become the new staple in as a leading American team after the exit of Blue Ridge. But obviously, they will have a bit of competition, as I'm sure we will expect to come up very, very soon. But yeah, Banked, welcome to Airfo. Super happy to have you here, and hope to see you guys very soon. What the liveries could look like in the future livery reveal live stream. Now, let's move on to team number 7. I'm thinking... again, I'm not entirely sure. Dini, what are you thinking?
Well, we've got a lot of new sign-ups, so if it's Aaron, I'm going to shoot myself in the head.
Lovely. So I hope it's not Aaron, because then I'll be down to commentator again. So let's not cross our fingers there. Is the chat saying anyone is a chat? Does the chat think anyone's going to be popping up? I want to see some names. I want to see some suggestions. I want to see some interesting takes. Let's see what people have got to say. I want to see. But while we're on the waiting for the responses to kick through the chat, I'm very very excited that AFO is booming. We've got currently 15 people watching the stream, which for a stream that I announced without any hesitation is definitely amazing. So thank you guys for being here. We're seeing a lot of air on. KV saying it's going to be KV as the team number 7. We're seeing one KDR. It could be KDR.
Darkstar's a very good shout.
Yeah. So let's see. OVR number 84. So expected to do a little bit better than both Banked and Vienna this season. This team hails from the UK. And their team has a logo that looks a little bit like this. I mean, it's a V. Needless to say. It's Vauxhall 888s, owned by the wonderful Josh Everts. Joshu Eberutsu, who made his appearance in the final AFO race, getting points, very much needed points for Aaron, to help them in their triumph, in their success to get P5 in the constructors. So definitely a very, very promising team. However, my one concern, and I don't know if Dini will share this one, is that attendance and activity can be a bit of a mare when it comes to Joshu Eberutsu. It really depends that he likes to step into the shadows when the bookies aren't calling on his name, and he only ever likes to appear when he knows he can make an impact. So let's hope he can make an impact throughout the season, because I'd love to see a lot of him in AFO Season 4. Dini, your thoughts?
Likewise, absolutely. He showed some good promise with Aaron in that season finale for Season 3. And yeah, the man himself. So yeah.
Absolutely. If we see if Joshua Eberutsu is racing, you can mark my words, he will be making a statement. It's just a question of what races is he actually attending and who is he planning on signing. However, good friend, well-known member in the community, I trust him to keep this team afloat. Therefore, welcome Vauxhall 888s into AFO. Excited to see what you guys do in Season 4. Now, let's have a quick look at the chat before I go into that. Put your predictions in next for who you think Team 6 is going to be. I want to see the chat absolutely booming with the responses. Currently at the moment, we've got Fox Esports is going to be next. KDR predicted to be a 5th or a 6th. What are the rejected teams? We won't be going into that. People are saying they should have gone for Opal instead of Vauxhall, which I think could have been a shout. And a lot of Aaron. A lot of Aaron, and it's only coming from one man. I don't think I need to say what his name
Murat,
is.
stop it, man. We want to be higher.
KDR in forward. In forward for a 6th could be quite interesting. We'll see.
We have got a new tie-up. I reckon this could be a new suit.
Let's see. OVR 84, so rated the exact same as the 888 Vauxhall Sport. Could that be a telling for a similar pattern in the grids? Time will tell. This team hails from the wonderful Slovakia. And there, they are Kuiper Darkstar Racing. Now, we all know who Darkstar is. We all know who KDR are. A bit about this team. Obviously, a massive, massive joke when they first signed up back in Season 2. Struggled to get a number of points in Season 2. But then put the foot down and signed 2 key signings. Joshi Mandelbaum and Stan von Dutch. They managed to come together and finish P7 in the Constructors. Although they were very, very short of P5 in the Constructors, they could have nearly got it and been in the top 5, which is an insane feat for a team that was written off so early into their inception into AFO. So it made, obviously, very easy sense to accept KDR into Season 4. And I think they will be competing for somewhere around the same again, unless they can get a few key positions early on in this season. Yeah, that's my take. Any thoughts, Dini?
Well, Darkstar overachieved last season. That's no surprise there. Murat, stop it, man. And as long as Darkstar stays out the car himself, I reckon they'll be in a good position.
Absolutely, Darkstar, a very, very good team principal, but I think maybe he should just stick to staying as a team principal. Enough said there. But yeah, I'm very excited to see what they do. If Murat can please stop spamming the chat, that'd be fantastic. Don't want to time this guy out. But yeah, and yeah, I'm really excited to see. I'm excited to see what KDR do. I'm obviously not too sure if Stan One Dutch is staying on. But I do know Joshi Mandelbaum will be staying KDR. He is pretty evident face in KDR, and therefore I think P6 is where they will be finishing. or roundabout. Now, team number 5 into the top 5 split. These teams are not only being accepted, I also think they will be competing for some pretty massive accolades in AFO history. Dini, do you have any predictions? Chat, do you have any predictions? Let's hear them before we get into the top 5.
Well, I think I must know myself, but I don't share that with the team just yet.
Interesting. We're getting live news that Jacob Ordonez is the new driver alongside Jesse Mandelbaum. So that would actually make me even think of putting the lineup a little higher, because Jacob Ordonez is a very class driver. I've also received an information on who's going to be driving for Banked. However, I've been told not to say, so I will respect that. And yeah, although I would wonder why you would tell me, but enough said there. Yeah, very interesting. Very crucial 5 teams that have been selected, and I hope they can generate some lovely racing for us. We're seeing a lot of Aaron. We're seeing KV. We're seeing a bit of Kama. We're seeing D Thief. I don't think D Thief counts as a team, but go on, go on. Like, sky's the limit, mate. Let's go. OVR 86 rated 2 above Darkstar and 888 Vauxhall. They hail from England. Does that give you any guesses?
Yes.
Well, this could only mean one thing. That's a very evident looking logo we've got there. Yes, it is the one, the only Fox Esports. A little bit on what I think before we get into the action. Fox Esports is a very quick and rapidly growing simulation racing team. They initially joined in OWSS before really sort of moving their seeds across to other well-known leagues like GPVWC and notable ones such as Afro and some other leagues. They initially had a team in AFO last season before they sold it to Aeron, and Aeron obviously went on to finish 5th. However, Fox Esports have decided, you know what, we want to come back and we want to put our own badge on it instead, and that is why James Knox has re-signed up Fox Esports. Now, the one thing that I think could impact this team is the exact same issue that I think Joshua Ibaruchu's team has, and that is consistency and activity. James Knox, again, only really shows up when he has the time, and at the moment has a lot more fish on his plate that he needs to worry about other than AFO. So, that's really my concern there. However, when James is consistent and when he puts in the time and effort on a project, you can bet your ass he is going to be involved in a lot of key results this season. Dini, do you have any thoughts?
Well, very prestigious team, very notorious team as well, as in all the leagues we've done really, and well-known name across the board. Obviously, one of our own.
Absolutely.
And yeah, I'm really excited for this team.
Absolutely, one of our own. You couldn't have said it better ourselves. A true Seska merchant, and hopefully we see a lot of him in season 4. But yeah. Right, let's have a quick look at the chat. Before I say that, get your predictions in for the next team, Team 4. What could you possibly think?
Well,
a lot of people are saying people are surprised that DT doesn't count as a team. I don't know why this is even a conversation, but bro, come on, Aaron. I started panicking. Fox News has joined AFO. Afro mentioned on AFO live stream. Wrap this up. WTCS stream in 10 minutes. We're almost there. Calm down. Calma. Team 4. Let's see what Team 4 is going to be. Is there any predictions from the chats? We're seeing Aaron. Obviously KV. We can't possibly be higher. We're about to find out. Team 4. Of an OVR of 88. Team 4. Hail from Portugal. Or so they claim.
Oh my god.
It is the one, the only Aaron Maserati,
yes.
Whatever you want to call it. And my prediction is that this season they will be up in P4. This season we saw a lot of key leadership decisions made from Lagdini, and a lot of very sort of decisions that were made in almost the heat of time that allowed them to finish P5 in a very short notice. So I think if the resources are pulled together, the right people are brought together, this team can achieve great things. Dini, as the team principal yourself, do you have any thoughts?
Well, unfortunately, one of my drivers is an absolute spastic, and I'm not talking about the Turkish one. So, yeah, obviously we've brought back the old logo. The livery this season is very striking, very different. And yeah, I'm really excited, really excited to kick Deefy's ass in the training booth.
Yeah, I mean, apparently it looks like the drivers do not believe why they are so high up. But I mean, I think it's quite evident that if they show up to the races, if they get the points down, it's very, very possible. But yeah, that is my evaluation. Let's see what the people are saying on the chats. I mean, I think you guys can see for yourself. It's a lot of spam. Um, CrowdStrike ripoff. Are you taking that, Dini?
I don't even know what a logo looks like. Let me go.
Alrighty. Now, let's get on board with Team 3. Can I get some predictions for Team 3, chat? Get your Team 3 predictions in the chat, ladies and gentlemen. I want to see what people have to think. And in the meantime, Luckers is going to go check the CrowdStrike logo. And
Yeah,
what
it looks nothing. It's not the same at all. So I don't know what you're talking about.
Mira Goodman already thinks he's won the championship. It's a bit early for that, mate. And yeah, so let's get into the top three. Who do you think the team three is going to be? I want to see some predictions. I'm seeing some in forward. I'm seeing some KV. I'm seeing Vegas Sport. We're about to find out.
There's some big names.
Big names, big names. I forgot there was another slide, but you know it is here. And yeah, so let's get into team number 3, ladies and gentlemen. Team number 3 has an OVR of 91. So this is a very, very competitive team. And necessarily, you can expect them to be up there in the standings. They hail from the Netherlands. And yes, they are the one, the only, in forward racing team. In forwards, who I've been told is a very popular Formula Trout team owned by the reigning champion, Jaap Wagenvoort. They have decided that this AFO League is now a project worth their time and efforts. And yeah, I am very excited to see what happens. There was a lot of chats around Jaap and what he was going to be doing post Sony GP, if he was going to be remaining at Sony GP or if he was going to be pursuing a team elsewhere. He's decided that, you know what, he's not going to go join another project. He's going to start his own project. And with rumors of him bringing in another high marquee driver, this team is definitely going to be up there in my predictions. It is very close at the top though, so don't expect the top 3 to be in this exact order. Dini, any thoughts?
Well, I haven't heard much of this team at all. Obviously, I don't branch out that much, but all you have to know is it's owned by the reigning, defending, two-time world champion, Jaap Wagenvoort. That will tell you enough. This team is going to be up there big time.
Absolutely. I'm very excited to see what Informer do. I'm even more excited to see what their livery looks like. I've seen a few sneak peeks from leagues across other leagues. But yeah, very excited. Keep an eye on these two, for sure, 100%. In forward, welcome to the Assetto Formula Open. That leaves us with only 2 teams left. I want to see some more predictions. I want to see some more suggestions. I want to see some more guesses. Start slamming those into the chat. I'm going to quickly have a quick read of the chats. We're seeing some lovely praise for in forward. Seeing a lot of KVs. Jaap sort of informing that Sony GP will be taking a bit of a stake into in forward as well. So excited to see that name still not leaving the grid. And yeah, so wow, I'm very excited. A lot of KVs, Vegas Sports, light work. That's not a team. I want guesses, lads. Dini, who do you think?
Well, it can only be 2 people. I think they know who they are.
It can only be 2 people. It can only be 2 people. And who is going to be the one who I think is going to finish second in the championship? It is going to be a team that hails with a 91 rating, so the exact same rating as in forwards. And they hail from France, the Baguette Lands. They have a very distinct logo. It is KV Motorsport, ladies and gentlemen. Petar Prentic, Anton Campon, and Ryan Hawk will be once again making their lovely, lovely presence known in Season 4 of the Assetto Formula Open. I was seeing a lot of people worried that this team wasn't even going to be in the league. Are you being for real? Do you really think I'm not going to let KV join this league? Be for real. Stay with me now. KV, fantastic in their own right. Very iconic brand across many of the leagues that I take part in. and I'm very excited to see what they do. I think they've had 2 seasons to sort of get to ropes with the surroundings. Ryan Hawk being at the team for this will be his third season with KV, and for Petar Prencic his second season with the team. Very consistent drivers in their own rights, and with a car that finally could gel with their driving styles, could this be the season? We'll have to wait and find out. Dini, any thoughts?
Yeah, well, yeah. I mean, the Constructors' Championship might say otherwise, but in my opinion, KV were the leading team last season. Their drivers have got a connection that's tight as anything, and they're very, very confident on track. So, KV are definitely my favourites for the title this season.
Absolutely, I'm very excited, but they will have some strict competition from who I've put in P1, so we'll have to wait and see there. Quick, let's get some predictions from the chat, please. Any predictions from the chats for who they think P1 is going to be? The very, very last team, but in my opinion, the strongest team in AFO at the moment. Get some guesses in.
Evan Party's gay.
Oh, that is a lovely, lovely statement. And let's quickly read the chat. I'm seeing Mbappe. Apparently, I've got the flag the wrong way around. That's great. K2 Antoine is now relaxed. That's what we'd love to hear. We're seeing some Vegas Sport. We're seeing some Vegas Sport. We're seeing some Elliot. Let's find out. Team number 1. It can only really be one guy. OVR 92, so just rated one more point above. So it's going to be very, very tight at the top this season. They also hail from the United States of America, and they have this very recognizable logo. It is the one, the only Vega Sport, ladies and gentlemen. Elliot Vega came into Season 3, and everyone instantly knew him as the one guy who could possibly put up a competition with Frederick Nichols and his liveries. Very, very sound guy. He looks very oddly, uncannily similar to me, which is very, very terrifying. However, what he has that I don't, is an actual team with a lot of prosperity and potential behind them. They have signed Jorge Caro, to my knowledge, and keep retaining Simon Wagenvort, which is an absolutely lethal pairing, as which we saw in the end of the Abu Dhabi season finale just a couple of days ago. And obviously, if you have to sit here and ask me, I think the man who barely missed out on the World Championship this season, paired with the son of the reigning World Champion, that is a combination, in my opinion, that is going to win the Constructors. So, yeah, Vegas Sport, ladies and gentlemen. Dini, your thoughts?
Well, I can echo exactly what you said. That dynamic is a bit strange with, obviously, Jack Wagenvort's son pairing with the man who was rivaling Jack Wagenvort last season. But, yeah, I think it's going to be a very, very entertaining side, and I'll be surprised if they don't win every single race.
Yeah, pretty much. But, yeah, I'm excited to see what KV in forward and all the other teams can do. So yeah, I mean, let's get all of the amazing logos up on stream. Here are your final teams, ladies and gentlemen. We've got Sky Clan, Vienna Racing, Camber Powerhouse, Banked, 888 Vauxhall, Kuiper Darkstar, Fox Esports, Aeron, Envision, Inforward. Sorry, not Envision. That's a Formula E team. Inforward, Vegas, KV, and Vegas Sports. So yeah, a very stacked grid today. Not today, for the whole season. A lot of interesting brands, and honestly, I love seeing so many unique brands in this league. It just goes to show what everyone's creativity can do if you just put a bit of effort into it. And simultaneously, I'm very excited to see what the liveries are. But yeah, I mean, Dini, would you rearrange the order anyhow? Do you think this is more or less how we're going to see it, or would you put anyone any higher or any lower?
Well, I'm going to say this in the most unbiased voice I possibly can. Depending on who Fox Esports sign, I would maybe put Vauxhall up there. That's a bit of a surprise shout for some people.
Mm-hmm.
But I do think Josh Evers has got a lot of connections that he's going to make good use of.
That is correct. And honestly, this all really depends on effort levels. If, let's say, any of these team members decide to really want to win this championship, they can. They can go out there, sign some people they know, and they can win this. And I think if you want to speak connections-wise, I think Josh Everett is the guy who knows the right people. I mean, I've already been seeing some rumors that he could be pulling in some WTCS legends to come and help him do the job in AFO. And if that happens, we've got a pretty insane season on our hands. But same with Fox Esports. If James decides to get in that car, we all know how he does with some low-powered single-seaters. He could be there fighting at the front. In forwards, Jack Wagenvort, obviously the reigning world championship, don't put him out. And Aaron, if Murat and DT put the foot down, get to work together, they can be a very prominent front of the midfield type of team, in my opinion. Vegas Sport and KV, and in forward are definitely going to be my picks to be fighting for the constructors this season. And then towards the back, it's going to be a very, very tight battle. I don't think much is in it between Vienna, Banks, Kuiper, Darkstar, and then I think Camber and SkyClan are going to be fighting for some scraps at the back. But hopefully I'm wrong. Hopefully I'm wrong, because SkyClan and Camber, two very cool teams in their own right. But yeah, that will be it for the team unveiling. I hope everyone had a lovely time. Dini, do you have anything to round the stream off with before we call it a day?
Long live AFO.
Long live AFO indeed. Thank you very much for joining me and Dini here in the commentary box. We'll be joining you in hopefully 2 weeks' time, or hopefully less, to present to you the liveries. We've got a lovely little plan to present the liveries to you. A black tie event. I might get my suit on. It's going to be pretty lovely. I hope to see you all there. Thank you very much. And if you've not already, join the Discord below so you can get in touch and involved with what we've got to come in the following weeks. I'm Mana Prasanth. I've been joined by Joãozinho Fernandinho, and you're watching the Assetto Formula Open. Thank you, and good night.